Hi, I'm Phil Savanek. I'm an artist living in Los Angeles, and I'm very excited to be part of this transnational art project with Austria for us to try to figure out what the future should look like. There's no place like the future.
Hello, my name is Doris Schamp. I'm an artist, cartoonist, and art teacher from Austria. And when I was a child, I thought that there would be flying cars in the future. I thought that we would be able to travel underneath the earth in tubes where you could be shot from A to B. I really loved physics, and I thought that we could insert little balls into the highways so that when the cars move over the balls, we would win energy. I dreamed of a school on a cruise ship, so we would be able to learn the language in the country where we would stop, and history, for example, would be taught at the excavation site. I also thought that we might as well stay in an object high up in the sky that doesn't move and use the rotation of the earth. I dreamed of architecture and rooms where everything is hanging from the ceilings. My imagination of the future as a child was pretty much influenced by movies like Back to the Future, and I am still waiting for the hoverboard.
What did I think the future was supposed to be like? Well, when I was a kid, my visions of the future were informed by all the science fiction movies I looked at, where they had giant cities and superhighways and flying cars and rocket belts and radioactive kitchens with appliances, and everything was done for you. Of course, robots were a big deal. My vision of the future was something where technology had taken over, and we would travel long distances from these sort of enclosed cities, either in space or under the sea. It never occurred to me why all these images were completely devoid of nature. I guess we thought that by that time, we either would have destroyed the planet with overpopulation or pollution, or maybe just a big nuclear bang. One thing we never expected was that a creature so small we can't even see it would make the world stand still and leave us all isolated in fear. What is safe? What is essential? These drawings by Doris remind me of the loneliness of isolation. We are all alone, but we are all in this together.
Whereas my works focus more on simplifying to an extreme, Phil portrays our society within the overload of technologies. Before COVID-19, we got easily lost in all these options that life offered. His art reminds me of this colorful world, loud, fast, and out of control.
Now that we're all hooked up to the media, the future seems to be about limitless access at your fingertips. Since tomorrow belongs to the young people who will inherit it, how do they picture our future?
Mother Nature is not trying to kick us in the butt, but she's making us think and change and learn.
It's kind of the survival of the fittest at this point. It doesn't matter your wealth or anything.
I would have never thought that I wouldn't be able to go outside. It's little things that we take for granted that we get to do every single day. Usually, now we don't get to do it.
Isolation hasn't been all negative, so I started paintings again. The inspiration I got was from a Instagrammer on social media. So I'm trying to experience with different styles and different artists just because I have more time than before.
Amazing. Art is playing a big role, because you could do art whenever you want. You could even do art on electronics. It's really cool.
Fun to get ideas and just draw, and art's just fun. And it also lets you imagine stuff that could also happen.
Art is a way to express yourself in a constructive way. So art is something that will definitely help us.
One of the things during COVID that brought us a lot of comfort and joy was seeing art. And so we went on a tour around the city and looked at a lot of street art. A tremendous amount of color and vitality and hope and that comes through in color. And so it was very unifying. We enjoyed it a lot.
Science will get us out of this pandemic, but it's art that'll get us through it.
I made a little bit of art already, and I made money flying. In the when Corona's over, I hope money's not the most important thing. Money causes war, and nobody wants war.
I feel like our future is looking very bright because like all the technology and all the advancements that are happening.
But a lot of people don't have access to computers, and their world is like changing for the worse.
For the future, the most important thing is going to be equality.
I realize that I have what I need. I have my family, I have my food, I have my water, and I'm content.
I would like that we humans would pay more attention to nature in the future and not kill it with deforestation and CO2 emissions. We should plant more trees and stop the deforestation, or at least slow it down.
All these things are up to us. They are our decision. Only we can change this world for better. I hope that our future will be peaceful and that all countries live in freedom.
I think the pandemic is a wake-up call that normal wasn't normal. We need to do better.
And in the future, we will have to make the right decisions, not only for us, but for the whole world. Because we're all sitting in the same boat.
So I'll wave goodbye to all our friends around the world, and we will continue to work together to make the world a better place.